Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away. This is for the monthly reading, and I see already some news coming forward. This is coming from outside your comfort zone. Can be delivered by someone. I feel like there are two dots like in between. Like you might have maybe draw a line, or maybe this is a person you're not talking to anymore. I feel though the things are going to start to heal here. It's not about you healing. They might have the approach to heal things. I don't know if you're going to take it seriously though, but they might have very important message to tell you on their end, maybe an explanation. Okay. Seems like this is coming for the first week. We're going to divide the cup and the saucer into four. We're going to go week by week. Between the third and the fourth week, there is something here. Kind of looks like a massive bow. Can be even like it's a scoop. It's just a little soup spoon right there. It's filled with food. It can be a blessing basically coming for some of you. It's a big one. It can be a heavy one. It might require you to do some things in order to achieve this, okay? So it's not, it's in the air as well. That's why air can, especially in your case, can represent thoughts and ideas. So maybe you need to also throw some thoughts and ideas into it, or you need to go after those thoughts in your head to achieve this success, get this thing going, okay? And by the way, if you haven't already, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and go ahead, hit the subscribe button. It's a free way to be here and watch more of these videos. And what I see here is there's an opening within the first week. Opening can be a relaxation moment. Maybe some things are, you see the bear right there with a sword in his hand, yelling and screaming. Bear can represent someone aggressive in the situation, someone who has some kind of power. But I feel like their power is not over you, because you have like a blessing here, you have a break right there. So they might be forcing to, I even see like a hockey player on the bottom. So this might be someone who believes in brute force and being rude. And it seems like it's not really going to work for them. But still, they're trying to push their hand or your hand to force you to do things. I don't think you're going to bow down. And the other behind them, when you pass through them, there's communication lines here opening up and the ideas are flowing. And this just tells me that there's always a solution for everything. Okay. And that someone can be in your mind, can be in your life. Try to block for you to see that there's a solution for everything. You can talk and you can resolve things in a civil way. If you jump into the fight with this person, Aquarius, this is intended for some rising in Venus signs. So, like you might be sun sign Aquarius, but your rising, which is the personality we show outside, can be Leo. And when you see someone attacking, maybe you want to go fight, okay? Or Aries. Aries tend to do that as well. However, you might have to tap into maybe your Venus sign, which is our communications, and which is maybe a Pisces, which is a very calm, cool, collected zodiac. So I'm just giving these all for examples. It doesn't have to apply. And but you might be full Aquarius as well, which then you will avoid to fight and find an intellectual solution, which is going to be much better. This is what's suggesting here. I kind of see from the screen when I look far away, I saw a little heart shape forming here too. Can be even considered as a massive one. It is forming a shield. As you can see, we have a horse shoe right there, which is a lucky symbol. We have a letter V as a victory. I see a letter A also came in the first name or the last name of someone. And behind the bear, there's a person. Kind of reminds me of the Hierophant, an authority figure waiting for you. I feel like this is the authorities right there to actually give you direction and support you. Hierophant can also represent the physical embodiment of institution. And this can be a government office or someone working in there. And another good thing about it. This is a rigid system. He might be actually surrounded by a lot of rules. However, those rules are going to show you maybe a way out of this situation. Like I said, for some of you, it's coming to me. Maybe you're fighting someone in court and they are being really forceful. You know, you've seen those Hollywood movies. But the thing is, those are irritating. If you realize your gut, like what do you feel in there? If someone is attacking you, if you feel the need to defend yourself like full force, their attack is irritating. It's inhumane. Okay. And I feel like you're tapping into the energy of being humane, being human, and really being patient and expressing yourself. They're kind of like a crazy too, if you think about that. Like we can communicate. We don't have to fight like we're in the jungle. That's when I told you there's someone tall here. The face looks like an animal, can be a dog, can be, I'm not gonna say fox, not kind of foxy. It's not even wolfy because wolf has like a long nose right there. So it's kind of like a dog right here. Dog can represent someone loyal to you or someone loyal to the justice. That's important too. Showing up right there, and then they're behind them. They're carrying the blessing here, okay? The blessing, I told you, it can be a material thing this person is going to bring into your life, or something that is meant for you, that is maybe that's what you're fighting for. It seems like the road is going to open for you. Okay, brute force is not going to be effective in this case. The brute force of the bear. Bear can be representative of someone with authority. I'm going to interpret this in your case, maybe someone you gave too much power to. Maybe because you didn't want to deal with the responsibility, let's be honest, you handed over to this person and now they're abusing it. I feel like you really found, understood maybe the value of your own power and your own decisions here. And that's why the things are starting to evolve. And I heard from a person, I don't know his name, that when we actually desire another reality, we just get a peek of it a little bit. And then when we keep focusing on that reality, that peak, that veil starts to open up. And eventually, when you're insistent on that reality that you want to live, the veils completely removed and you start living in it. It's about determination. And Aquarius, as an air sign and one of the most stoic air signs, I feel like you can handle that. Even if you have it on your chart, it's not your sun sign, you can handle that. Be patient with that veil actually unraveling itself, okay? Another thing here, within the 4th week, I see there's a witch, kind of looks like a person, but a male person, wearing like a top rounded hat and carrying, like there's a letter A, kind of looks like here, and a bird. That letter A looks like a bird. Bird might be, the letter A can be the message, that something has the message A, attention, maybe the message of this person's bringing. They're flying over an evil witch. Maybe the evil witch is looking at the past, attacking the past, and this person, the top hat, is authority of the person bringing something to you, to the future, okay? And when it comes in, the clouds are parting as well, and I see there's like a higher structure starting to form here. This can be a person bringing you some good news that maybe you were dependent, now you're dependent on this evil person's, on the bottom, approval to do something, permission to do something, and when the news come in, the bird comes in, you're going to see, oh, okay, there's another way I can actually go through. The example can be, maybe you're dependent on a family member's approval to go somewhere, do something, spend some money, get something you desire. And this can be an unexpected source coming into your life. It doesn't have to be money all the time. It can be connection, referral, someone maybe who needs in need of your help that will carry you to this place, okay? So that's why I feel like it's about, this month is going to be about just keeping the hopes up and don't get the reality to break your hopes, okay? What you're seeing with your eyes, because it's just something you already created. Let's dive into, and we can change it. You can change it. And let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see. This is something, what you're desiring is something maybe you don't believe in too much. That's why it seems like it is going to prolong just a tiny bit. And for the last couple days, I started listening to this guy called John DeMartini, I think his name is. He was in the movie Secret. If you have seen the movie Secret, he was in there. Your desire is coming faster as soon as I mentioned him, because he popped in my head. So, and if you haven't taken a listen, go ahead and listen to one of his, like some of his videos. And this is not an ad or anything. I am into self-development. That's why I recommend. What he mentions, he's obsessed with the values, and I see here VA values. What are your core values, and what is actually guiding you? So you might want something, but your values might have, like your core values might have another thing. So that's why they're not aligning. So you're not maybe finding yourself in the right places or taking the right action towards that desire. And he says like that, those can be changed for sure. But also, when you know your core values, this can actually help you connect with your authentic self faster. So that's why I said here, I see there's a mentor standing. Doesn't have to come into your house, meaning maybe you don't have to go face to face, meet them, shake their hand, or maybe pay them directly. It can be just, there's free knowledge everywhere. This is actually going to develop a shield around you in your home. You're holding a butterfly at hand. We have tears of joy actually fall here, so it can be a resolution coming too. So the butterfly's metamorphosis, maybe you had been in your cocoon far too long, and this mentor doesn't have to be what I mentioned. It can be someone, maybe you hear what they're saying, and that's actually clicking something within you that will really help you like have this butterfly cocoon transform into a butterfly. And this is the person's head. I see this is your head, but when I put it far away through your head, you can see the tree of life is forming. So I feel this is a magician moment for you, meaning everything you desire, everything that you need in order to create what you desire is within you. That's what the magician's motto is, okay? Let's see what tarot is going to say about this thing to us, what we need to know. I'm having a hard time shuffling because I cut my hand the other day. I have a little glass shard went in there. So let's see. Four of Pentacles. It was on the bottom. I shuffled it. It said, I'm going to show up again. This means that you are really holding on to the things you shouldn't be holding on to. It can be past issues. It can be belief systems. This can be ideas or somebody else's, like somebody exposed you to certain thought and you just keep holding on to it, maybe because it's keeping the connection alive. This doesn't have to be a person that is alive today. And maybe that's why you're holding on to the thought too much. But the problem with the Four of Pentacles is you're holding on to the wrong stuff. That I feel like that's the energy of it. You're maybe closing your mind to the newness, new belief systems, and those can actually elevate and bring more pentacles, maybe monies into your life. This requires self-assessment, guys. No one can actually force you to change these thoughts. This requires self-assessment, looking into the mirror, and you see like she's stepping on two pentacles. This is how I like to interpret this card. One pentacle, her valuable asset, it's out there, okay? And nobody's saving it, nobody's protecting it. It's out there. Like one thought maybe you have that is going to bring you value. You're not even valuing it. You're holding on one and showing off one thing, which is not maybe the perfect, the thing to do at this time. This can be your skill set. This can be your family, whatever you value the most. You're just showing it off. And there are two pentacles here. They carry a lot of value as well. This can be your skills. This can be your approach to humanity or whatever it is. You're stepping on them. You don't respect them. You don't believe they have value. So there's just an imbalance of seeing yourself and considering or maybe respecting what you have or disrespecting. Some like balance is off right here, okay? The pentacles can be represented in material things you have, emotional things you have, but they have a lot of value. You need to just lay them in front of you and reconsider what to do with them. We have Queen of Swords. This is your energy, your feminine side. Queen of Swords is someone logical, stoic, but also this is a lady. She trusts that the things are working out. This woman is someone who's reasonable, logical, but at the same time, I feel from her energy, she is, because that's a she, feminine, she also has compassion and understanding for herself and others, okay? I want to see the interpretation of the designer too. What he said about the queen. Okay, we don't have the reversed way. We have confident, assurance, organized, intellectual, and compassionate. Let's edit there as well. Not as much as Queen of Cups, but you have it there too. So you need to utilize those skills in order to get yourself out of this situation, which will bring you to a point that you will start to see things flourishing. Fish in his cup can be an offering you're going to get. Because it's coming towards you here. This can be something fulfilling, can be in the beginning stages. It can be love. It can be something that will really fulfill you emotionally, but it's going to be in the beginning stages when you put that confidence rather than like hiding things away or stepping things like doing like this kind of mixed emotion reaction to things. When you have full confidence that things are working out, you're okay. It can all be resolved. The offer, the good things are going to start to show up. We have 8 of Cups here. One thing is going to show up. It's going to allow you to let go of the 8 different things. I feel like this is showing up. You might have fear about material things because what happened in the past. And that past thing you were holding on to maybe with your dear life, like she does here to certain things, is that you will think, okay, now I need to put this away. I don't need to deal with this right now. So this can be something, 8 of Cups can represent 2 things. It's about like being done with a certain thing and just lined up all the cups, now going on a new adventure, which is going to lead you to 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Or this can be an issue at hand. You're looking too closely, which you have an emotional attachment to it and causing you to not being able to find a solution here. So this is emotional distancing. When you distance yourself, you're going to be able to, again, reach to the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Consider this. For some of you, what's coming to me can be like someone that you're dealing with right now, and you're trying to force the situation into coming to like an end or resolving it by force. If maybe mentally you're trying to find a solution to that, or verbally you're just saying like, let's agree, let's do something, this is basically telling you to detach from the situation, go mind your own business, deal with other things on your plate, and the solution will come forth, okay? And we have the devil here. The devil is going to intimidate you. It's going to tell you, okay, it's not going to resolve like that. We need to overthink it. We need to overwork it. We need to overeat it. Like whatever the overthink that you're doing. I feel like this is coming for you to realize, oh, I am overdoing this. Whatever it is that you're doing in order to avoid that thing. So, devil... It's an obsessive thought, okay? And yesterday I was watching something. It was from a movie. Who are you? They're talking about who are you? You are not the thoughts in your head. You are the soul and the spirit observing it, okay? The devil comes to actually make you think that you are the body. You are the thoughts in your head. But you are actually the spirit, the soul, connected to the divine that is observing it. So I feel like that's the challenge you need to break through here from this next 4 weeks. When you do, this is all good sign, guys. Like Page of Cups, something gradually coming forth. The well is the wishing well. What you put in there is going to actually come back to you. So make sure that your thoughts and desires that you're putting inside the wishing well are not those that you want to come to life, okay? Because I don't know if you ever heard of the story. There's this guy. He is sitting under the wishing tree without knowing, okay? And then he says, oh, I wish there was some food. And then the food appears. He says, oh, I wish there was some wine, and the wine appears. And I wish some comforting pillow, and the pillow appears. And then he falls asleep. And then he starts having nightmares. And then he gets up. It says, oh my God, are these like bad forces watching me? And then the spirit, like souls, are haunting me, and souls appears, and he's like, oh, I'm so scared I'm gonna die. And then he dies, and after he dies, he realizes, oh, I was sitting under the wishing tree. So wishing well shows up for you. So this month especially, you might be sitting under the wishing tree, guys. Okay, so it's about, first of all, recognizing that, because the wishing tree can get you to this under the devil's bonds, like trap you under there, or free you from those burdens. Okay, we have the Temperance. Exactly, I love Temperance on this deck because it's like so much light behind her. When you be moderate, do things on moderation, do not overdo things first. And the second thing, there's a sun shining behind her. Okay, so this too shall pass. That's the energy here. And all you have to do during this time, all you can do is what you can control. And you just have control over those things. Do not jump into any conclusions or any decisions or any action, like any massive contracts or anything with both feet. Just test the waters first. And the sun shining, I feel here for some of you, or maybe all of you listening, the sun shining is actually the clarity, illumination, understanding why certain things are happening. Why is it not good for you, or why is something is good for you? That's going to start to gradually reveal itself, okay? Another one we have, Six of Pentacles, is actually if you have any desires and wishes, that's going to be magically fulfilled. If you are in need of any help, Six of Pentacles indicates the help is coming. It can also symbolize if you're feeling maybe you're receiving help and you're not feeling great about it. This is basically telling you your time will come to give it back. Okay? Do not deny the blessing coming to you. If you feel so proud of that, you will miss the point of it because it's a cycle. Now you're taking, the time will come that you're going to give back. Okay, so you can give when the time is yours. Okay, let's pull your zodiac, and I'm going to say astrology to these cards because there are planets and such here, but you got a zodiac sign. Did I mention Leo in the beginning? Leo, the lion, just came forth. The energy is flamboyant when the Leo comes, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. So I told you in the cup, you can fight with the bear with a Leo energy. However, it doesn't mean that you have to fight with fire, like a physical force. There is a self-belief, a belief of I can do it. Another energy of Leo is positivity, creativity, and being brightly flamboyant. Yes, it says drama. You can turn that into self-esteem and importance, and what you create is actually valuable. Value. I keep saying the value. And when you incorporate that rather than the attitude of I need to protect all around here. By the way, if you haven't seen the Narnia, I started watching them again yesterday. And there's an Aslan there. Aslan means actually lion in Turkish. So, and that one is one of the most humble Aslan's lions that you can ever see, by the way. So I feel like, but he's powerful. When the things needs to get done, he does it. Maybe you need to tap into that energy a little bit, okay? Let's see what else we have. And knowledgeable. Knowledge. He reads, guys. We have here wild colors showing up for you. So wild colors is creative power. Using more of that is going to be necessary in order to get what you desire. Another one we have here. Sorry, unapologetic. This is basically, I don't know if you've ever seen the Banksy. Actually, Banksy destroying one of the paintings that he has given to one of those expensive galleries in London. And so he's unapologetic about it. He's like, maybe he gave them with the promise of you're just going to display it, you're not going to sell it. And the moment they sold it, he put a shredder into the painting and the painting got shredded. So it means that maybe, you should just keep your promise to yourself, first of all. And it says sorry, not sorry. Okay. Yeah, this become aware how many times you say sorry each day. So when you made a decision, I feel like this is him being decisive here. When you make a decision and when you are actually going after it, you shouldn't feel guilty about it. And if you're feeling guilty, there's something that you need to change there. Okay, guys. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add more videos on the screen. And if you haven't already, give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.